Hello! Didn't see you there. Meet the guests.
Hey y'all.
Hi guys.
Hi everyone.
Hey guys.
Hello, sunshines.
Hey guys.
Hey everyone.
Hi guys.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Hey, guys.
Hi guys.
Hello everybody.
Hey guys, it's We Three Trees.
Hey guys, it's We Three Trees.
Hey guys, it's We Three Trees.
Hi.
Hi, my loves.
Hi, WestCon.
Hey guys.
Hey, missing you.
Me and Cosmo are going to talk about my favorite memory from USCon. My sophomore year, me, Isaiah, Bostic, Brandon Wolf, we all drove to the supermarket during the middle of a snowstorm. And unfortunately, my car struggled to make it up the hill. So Isaiah and Brandon had to push my car from the back as I sat inside and steered and stayed warm while they had to, be in the snow. My car would shoot dirt, ice, and snow in their faces as they were pushing the car up the hill.
Probably from my costume design class. Probably the time I showed Joni my design for Queen Titania from Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream. It's a design I was very proud of, and I couldn't wait to show her. Maybe I have it. I do, right here. I showed her, and she looked at it and told the class she'd already started thinking about how she would paint the fabric to make it. One of my goals is to make this dress a reality, and honestly, taking this class showed me a lot about how I can improve on my art and showed me in real time how much practice actually does help. I could barely draw stick figures beforehand, and now I can draw stuff like this, so practice makes perfect.
Freshman year, Liv and Shay and I were in our room, and Colin had come over to hang out. So we're chatting when Colin gets a phone call, picks it up, puts it on speakerphone, and it is a very, very drunk John Mudgett who asks him what he's doing, and Colin says, "I'm hanging out with Liv, Shay, and Elena." And John goes, "Colin's with the lesbians." Now keep in mind, we're all sitting listening to this because he's on speakerphone, but he doesn't know that, so we're all just kind of sort of trying to quietly laugh so that he doesn't know that we can hear him. And then Schmangled John Mudgett goes, "Wait, you're with Elena?" And Colin's like, "Yeah, I'm with Liv, Shay, and Elena." And he says, "I know Elena. I was in some other with Elena, and you know what she said? She said, 'Mr. Bennett.'" And then I think Colin hung up and we all cackled. So that's my favorite memory.
The night of homecoming on my sophomore year. Me, Cynthia, Mike, Bella Diadavio, Annalie, and my friend Javon all decided to go to a famous Chestnut party after the game because we wanted to be college kids and have fun. So we get to Chestnut, and by the time we get there, the party's packed. Period. Ain't nobody getting in. All of a sudden, we hear cops! And I'm like, okay, I'm used to this. I did a lot of this in high school, so I'm used to this. But we hear cops, and I see everyone running. So we literally get everyone in a group, and we're running. People are going that way. People are going that way. People are going in the garage. People are hiding in the house, blah, 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 blah. So we end up behind the train tracks at Chestnut, and we're walking them, and then we have to stop and hide because there's literal cops coming. And they're not even the fake cops where, they just flash their lights and it's over with. No, they don't do anything. These are real cops. They're looking for people. So we escape. We head over, it's still early in the night, so we want to have a good time, we still want to get lit, the night is still young. So we find this club over on Main Street over by Midtown, and it's called La Sabrosura. And we're okay. So we go in there because it's 18 plus. A lot of us were not 21 at the time. So we go in there and we see this beautiful nightclub, with the lights and the bar, and there's an upstairs area, and it's just cute. So we start dancing on the floor, and I specifically just remember dancing with Cynthia in the fog, haze, smog, whatever you want to call it, whatever juices was in there. I just remember dancing with her so vividly, and like the haze just looking so beautiful, and it was just a very fun night. And that's my memory. That just goes to show that you can always make a nice positive out of shit. So there's that.
It was my freshman year, and we were doing Violet. It was when one of our moving lights, like the lamp inside the moving light, exploded. And it was a half an hour before opening, and we had to replace it, and everybody was panicking, but we ended up doing it, and it was just like a great sense of teamwork, and it was great. I remember that so vividly.
Coldstone with a bunch of seniors. We went to Coldstone because we just wanted to one day. It was during senior year, and we went to Red Lobster after and got a bunch of drinks, and then went to rehearsal. Shh, don't tell anybody. It was really fun. And then probably Cynthia's surprise party. It was just a lot of fun. We just had fun, and nobody was fighting. Nobody was doing anything. We were just having fun. And then I don't know whose room was it in. It was in Michelle and Carter's room, or Fran, kind of Owen, and me and Owen were just sitting to the side, just watching everybody, and we called ourselves the Great Chorus. We called ourselves riff, and it was really fun. What else? So basically, all my favorite memories happened in my senior year.
The Tech Week and run of Crazy for You. I've never had such a wonderful cast and crew and experience on a show. It definitely holds a very special place in my heart.
Number one is during Spelling Bee, when Hunter Wells came on, and I was supposed to read the card naughty. I read the definition, but I read it as Mr. Wells loves beings on the Santa's naughties list. What? Said it to the audience. I don't know what happened. Had an aneurysm or something. That's number one. Number two was during Crazy for You. I just didn't come on for my last cue in Act 1 on high school night. I was on so much Sudafed. I thought I was done. I went into the bathroom, and Kelly Soros bursts through the bathroom door, screams, "You're supposed to be on stage." Turns out they improvised something. So I ran on. They totally went on without me. I said, damn it, kept walking off. I will never miss a cue again. I'm so sorry, Scott and Liz. And then the third one, when Stefan, freshman year, stomped on my little toe and broke my little toe and my fourth toe on my foot. Didn't tell him till this year, but super funny. Those are my favorite memories. Bye, everybody.
It's definitely junior year. I was living with Owen, Kaylee, Alicia, and Jill. And during Uncle Vanya, Owen bought us 5 fish, and we all got to pick one and like name it, raise it as our own. And right after Uncle Vanya ended, Owen's fish bitch died. And we were all so bored with nothing to do at night once Uncle Vanya was done that we decided to throw an elaborate fish funeral. So when Owen got back from Wild Party rehearsal, we were all in the living room dressed in black. Lights were really dim. Kaylee performed like a soft shoe tap dance for the fish, and we did a procession outside to where the fish was ultimately going to be buried, and played some music and gave our final words to the fish, and then ultimately buried it. It was just a very funny group of people that we were with. And it was truly just such a funny night, and that is why it's my favorite memory.
And it was any time that the fire alarm went off in Penny, but specifically when me, Katie, Kaylee, Jamie, Leo, we all got dressed up for one. We just put on our Sunday best for the fire alarm. And then of course, there's listening to Izzy sing Miller's Son and night music.
Has to be my freshman year. I won Quiet Police at Banquet while also being nominated for Biggest Blow Up. I did not win Biggest Blow Up that year. Sal's Popcorn did.
I have 2. It was freshman year. I was sitting 4th or 5th row during the Drowsy Chaperone, and there was a little radio and the music was coming out of the radio, and then all of a sudden it transformed from the radio to the orchestra, and the curtains opened and everyone was entering, and it was the most magical thing I've ever seen, and I knew that WestCon was the right school for me. That was freshman year. And then my second, I have so many favorite memories, but my second that I want to talk about is senior year, probably 2 weeks ago, before this whole quarantine thing happened, and we were all, like a bunch of seniors, were just sitting on the patio in front of the VPAC, and we all decided to go to Cold Stone, and while we were at Cold Stone, saw Red Lobster, and it was happy hour, so we all went and got drinks, and then we rushed whoever was with us to rehearsal, because there was a bunch of people who had rehearsal at 7 o'clock, and we all, like, chugged our drinks, rushed to rehearsal, dropped them off, went back to Red Lobster, sat down, and had drinks, and ate dinner, and just reminisced about our years here, and it was incredible, and that's what college should be like.
It was my bow for Our Lady of 121st Street when I did the understudy performance. I remember trying not to smile when I came out on stage. And the infectious, like, energy from the audience made it impossible to not grin from ear to ear. I've just kind of never experienced that much energy from an audience being so receptive and appreciative. That was something that'll always kind of stick out to me. If you know me, my experience at WestCon has not been traditional. I haven't been in a lot of shows. I haven't been involved in a lot of things, and it breaks my heart that I could not have done more at WestCon. I don't have a whole lot more to show for what I've done there than I've done, but it hasn't been all bad, and I've made a lot of really great friends and had some pretty incredible experiences. I've learned from some awesome instructors, and I mean, who gets to say that they learned from people who have won Tony Awards or originated roles on Broadway? Like, that's insane.
That has to be freshman year when our entire class, spring semester, went over to Dominic's house, and there was about 25 of us sitting in his living room, all around the piano, singing, and just having laughs and having a good time and spending the night.
My favorite memory from my time at WestCon was during acting 2. We all had to get up to do monologues, and Isaiah got up to do his, and in the action of his monologue, he was going to sit for part of it, and he went, and he thought he was going to sit in the chair, but he just missed it, and so he hit the ground, and his arms and his legs went straight up in the air, so he looked like a beetle that got stuck on his back, but he's so tall, and his arms and his legs are so long, and his face was just so shocked, and we all had a good laugh, and then we all got yelled at because we couldn't stop laughing, and it's one of the best things I've ever seen in my entire life.
My favorite memory was from sophomore year. Me, Asia, Krista, Liv Kurtz, Kayla Hansen, and Shaylin Harger all went into the city, got there at the ass crack of dawn to audition for the Rock of Ages national tour. None of us got to audition, so we took a rejection picture holding our headshots in front of the Olive Garden in Times Square, because that's what you do when you don't book national tours. I didn't know if you guys knew that, but now you do know.
So my favorite memory at WestCon was around this time, my freshman year. I was living with Liv and Elena, and we all got woken up at about 1 in the morning by our friends from upstairs, Manny Torres, Michael Batista, and Ryan Jepson, and they said, "We're going to Denny's, get dressed, come with us." And so the 6 of us, all stone cold sober, went to Denny's, had some pancakes at 1 in the morning, came back, and went back to bed. And it was just so random and so much fun, and so I think it had to be like my favorite isolated memory from my time at WestCon.
I just have to say that my favorite WestCon memory is never being able to find a practice room or it not working. Love that about WestCon.
My favorite WestCon memory, a tie between the all Whopper performance of Ubu and being twins with Christina Valamis, because trust and believe, Steph and Reggie did see Dolly Parton in an Applebee's in Mystic, Connecticut.
My favorite WestCon memory has to be from my first semester here when I lived in Grosso Hall, and a bunch of us decided that we were going to deliver Christmas grams. And these Christmas grams are a little bit different than what you might think. They involved getting 2 people into a giant Christmas bag that I believe was Kayla Hansen's at the time, and we'd get into this giant Christmas bag, we'd plop ourselves in front of someone's door, tie up the bag, someone would knock on their door, run away, and then the person would open the door and we would just be there, like sitting in the bag. And it was so funny to see people's reactions at the door. They'd like either be really confused, they'd be like startled, they'd either like start beating the bag with people in it, like I was in it one time and they were like beating the bag, or they would try to open it and we just pop out and scare them. We added Christmas music to it at one point. We had a system. It was down. We had it down. It was a good time. But also, actually, another memory that I have, I know this is too, but is this iconic video that I'm about to show.
I don't even know. I had so many good memories. Probably Spelling Bee opening night or something, or when we were trapped behind the stage in Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
My favorite memory here at WestCon has to be when the senior class had our last Friendsgiving and we all gathered around and started telling stories, and we were just reminiscing on our 4 years here, and no one was fighting, nobody was mad at each other. It was all just love and warmth, and it was probably my favorite moment I've ever spent with my second family here. But also when Isaiah fell over in acting 2 and his legs like flipped straight into the air, because that was the funniest thing I've ever seen to this date, period. That's it.
Well, first, I have to say, thank you all so much for the last 4 years. It has meant absolutely everything to me, and I've had such a great time at WCSU. I cherish all my memories from freshman year to now.
It would have to be exciting.
Enlightening.
I'd say extraordinary.
And is unforgettable.
Probably Metamorphosis.
Short but sweet.
Laughs.
Bullying.
Shut up, anal.
Fun.
It's wonderful, but
Unexpected.
Adventurous.
It would be umami.
Finally.
Definitely has to be wild.
It's transformative.
Short.
To always like remind yourself that you're doing the best that you can. If you're doing the best that you can, make sure you're always doing the best that you can. Life gets really hard. Like, life is crazy. This is a crazy major. We are signing up for a life of craziness and not knowing what's going to happen after this contract is over, not knowing how you're going to pay your rent, but whatever. Just know that we are all here for the same reason. That's why it's so important to support each other. Support your friends. Please give your friends love. People will always be there in your life to stab you in the back, to make you go crazy, just waiting for you to fail. But it's so important to have support, and support through your friends, support through faith, support through whatever you need to go through to find support. But always make sure that you have someone there that you feel like you could trust, or something. It doesn't have to be a physical being.